That sound. That endless, hypnotic swipe. That is the sound of your potential being wasted. That is the white noise of a mind being pacified, not activated. You are in a library of infinite size, and you are staring at the door. You have confused the menu for the meal. And it is making you weak. It is making you soft. It is filling your head with data while your soul starves for wisdom. Today, that stops. Right now, we draw a line in the sand. A line that most people will never have the courage to cross. On one side, the consumer. On the other, the seeker. And you are going to choose a side. This is the fundamental distinction. The chasm between what you have been doing and what you must start doing. Consumption is passive. Seeking is active. Consumption is what happens to you. Seeking is what you do. You are scrolling through a feed, mindlessly, your eyes glazed over. That is consumption. You are watching another person live their life, achieve their goals, preach their philosophy. You are a spectator in your own existence. That is consumption. It is entertainment. It is digital pacifier for a restless mind. But seeking? Seeking is targeted. It is discipline. It has a single, burning question. It is the student who knows there is a specific hadith, from specific sheikh, in specific city, and he will not rest until he verifies it himself. He is not browsing. He is on a mission. Consumption is entertainment. But knowledge is liberation. That's the key. Liberation from doubt. Liberation from confusion. Liberation from the opinions of the crowd. You have to make a choice. A conscious, brutal choice. Are you a consumer, or are you a seeker? There is no middle ground. You have been sold a modern illusion. Devastating lie. You have been told that because you have access to all the world's information on device in your pocket, that you are knowledgeable. This is the great deception of our age. Having a library card does not mean you have read the books. Having a library card does not mean you understand the books. You can walk into the greatest library on earth. You can smell the old leather and the dusty paper. You can run your fingers along 1,000 spines. And you can leave exactly as ignorant as you entered. Access is not understanding. Information is not transformation. You are informed, not transformed. You have collected facts like stones, but you have not built anything with them. You have a hard drive full of quotes, PDFs, and bookmarked articles, digital graveyard of good intentions. But what has it changed? What action have you taken? What single, concrete truth have you verified with your own life? If the answer is nothing, then you are a consumer. You are a curator of data, not a master of knowledge. Consumption is passive. Seeking is active. You are either a consumer or a seeker. There is no middle ground. So, what do you do? How do you cross that line? The instruction is simple. Brutally simple. First, you define the goal. Not vague, I want to be smarter. That is consumer talk. That is browsing. You define it with surgical precision. I need to understand the principle of discipline enough to apply it to my morning routine. That is a seeker's goal. I need to verify the truth about how businesses truly grow so I can apply it to my own. That is a seeker's goal. You identify your single hadith. Your one thing. That's the key. Second, you delete the distractions. You cannot seek with the same tools you use to consume. The portal to the endless scroll must be closed. You must create friction. Move the apps off your home screen. Turn off the notifications. Use your phone for research, not for refreshment. You don't need their permission to log off. You are a seeker on a quest. The digital crowd cannot come with you. Third, you apply immediately. Knowledge that is not applied is just trivia. It is decoration. It is worthless. When you learn one thing, one small principle, you must use it before you learn anything else. If you read one paragraph that resonates, you close the book and you go live that paragraph. You embody it. This is the difference between scholar and student. The scholar has the information. The student is being transformed by it. You must be the student. Consumption is passive. Seeking is active. You are either a consumer or a seeker. There is no middle ground. The modern world is designed for consumers. It rewards passivity. It monetizes your attention. But you are not here to be part of the system. You are here to master yourself. And that begins when you stop letting the world feed you information and you start hunting for knowledge with ruthless, focused intensity. It's not about how much you know. It's about how deeply you understand the one thing that matters. That's the discipline. You have a choice to make. Today. Right now. Will you close this book and go back to the scroll? Or will you, from this moment forward, approach every piece of information with single question: am I consuming or am I seeking? Choose to be the seeker. Choose the targeted pursuit. Choose the liberation of true knowledge over the pacification of content. You've made the choice to stop consuming. Now, you must understand the force that keeps you trapped in that cycle. The invisible tyrant controlling your mind. Chapter 2. The tyranny of the algorithm is choice. You feel it, don't you? That pull. That subtle, magnetic urge to check, to refresh, to see what's next. You tell yourself you're in control. You tell yourself you're just browsing, just killing time. That is a lie. A comfortable, seductive lie. You are not browsing. You are being herded. You are not exploring. You are being led down digital path, carefully curated not for your enlightenment, but for your engagement. The algorithm is not a guide, it is a gambler. And you are both the customer and the prize. This is the tyranny. An invisible, omnipresent force shaping your reality, one recommendation at a time. But here is the truth you have been avoiding, the truth that will set you free. This tyranny is not imposed upon you. It is choice you make, every single time you pick up that device without purpose. You have chosen compliance. It is time to choose rebellion. The algorithm does not have soul. The algorithm does not have purpose. You are delegating your quest for truth to a machine designed to distract you. Let's expose the core mechanism. You are not the customer. You are the product. Your attention is the raw material. Your engagement is the commodity being mined, refined, and sold to the highest bidder. The algorithm's one and only goal is to keep you on the platform. To consume your attention and sell it to advertisers. That is its entire reason for existence. It does not care if the information it feeds you is true. It only cares if it is sticky. It feeds you confirmation bias, showing you what you already believe so you feel smart and validated. It feeds you outrage, because anger is incredibly engaging. It feeds you simplicity, because nuance does not hold the attention. It is a system designed to pump your brain with dopamine, not wisdom. It rewards reaction, not reflection. You are living in digital ecosystem that is actively hostile to deep, focused thought. And you have volunteered for it. You have a choice. You are choosing the tyranny of the tailored feed over the sovereignty of your own mind. The algorithm feeds you what you want to hear, not what you need to know. That's the key. Think of a student traveling for his single Hadith. Now imagine him stopping at every town crier, every street performer, every merchant shouting about miracle cure on his way. He would never reach his destination. He would be distracted, confused, and ultimately, he would fail in his quest. The digital world is that noisy, chaotic road. The influencers, the viral trends, the suggested videos, they are all the town criers. The algorithm is the force that lines them up directly in your path, based on what it knows will make you stop and stare. You must see this clearly. You are not seeking. You are being led. And the destination is never truth. The destination is always more screen time. You have a choice. Will you stay on the path of least resistance, or will you step off the digital conveyor belt? The algorithm does not have soul. The algorithm does not have purpose. You are delegating your quest for truth to a machine designed to distract you. So, how do you revolt? How do you take back your intellectual sovereignty? The instruction is not complicated. It is a matter of will. This is the modern student's first jihad, the greatest struggle against his own weakest self. First, you must declare your intent before you open the app. You do not pick up the phone to see what's happening. That is consumer behavior. That is surrendering to the tide. You pick up the phone with a mission. I am going to search for this specific lecture on discipline. I am going to message my accountability partner. The moment your mission is complete, you close the app. You log off. You break the cycle. You don't need their permission to leave. Second, you must curate your inputs with the precision of a scholar. This is active, aggressive editing. Go through every account you follow, every source of information. Ask one question: does this serve my quest for my single Hadith? If the answer is no, you mute it. You unfollow it. You delete it. Ruthlessly. Your digital environment must be a reflection of your mission, not the algorithm's guesswork. You are building a library, not visiting a carnival. Third, you reintroduce friction. The path of consumption is designed to be frictionless. Infinite scroll. Autoplay. You must break this. Delete the most addictive apps from your phone. Keep them only on a computer, where access requires a conscious decision. Turn your phone to grayscale. Make it boring. The more difficult it is to consume mindlessly, the easier it is to seek intentionally. You are putting a lock on the door of distraction. It's not about quitting technology. It's about mastering your use of it. It's not about the algorithm controlling you. It's about you controlling your response. You have a choice. The algorithm is a powerful current. You can float along with it, letting it take you wherever it wants. Or you can decide to swim towards specific shore. The swim is harder. It requires effort. It requires strength. But it is the only way to reach your destination. You have chosen to see the tyranny for what it is. Now you must choose to defy it. You are the seeker, not the product. You are the master, not the user. The algorithm does not have soul. The algorithm does not have purpose. But you do. You have soul. You have purpose. Stop delegating your quest. You have taken back control of your attention from the machine. Now, you must define exactly what you will focus that attention on. You must find the one thing worth seeking above all else. Quiet for a second. Just listen to that silence. And in the middle of it, I want you to ask yourself the only question that really matters right now. What is the one thing? Be honest. Your mind is all over the place, isn't it? It's a junk drawer of quotes you loved and forgot, projects you started and abandoned, and a dozen tabs open in your brain. You're trying to drink from fire hose and you're still parched. You're trying to build 10 houses at once, and you're left living in the rubble. This stops here. Right now. Real change, the kind that rewires you, never comes from 100 half-understood ideas. It comes from one principle, taken all the way. One truth, tested until it's yours. One command, lived until it's who you are. Those old scholars didn't cross deserts for a whole library. They went for single hadith. One line. One piece of the puzzle. That's the power of single focus. You need to find your single hadith. What is the one thing? What's that single, unverified truth your life is resting on? Find it. Name it. That's your destination. Let's be clear. Your problem isn't not knowing enough. Your problem is not doing enough with what you know. You're skimming the surface of everything and mastering nothing. You're a tourist in the world of wisdom, taking selfies with the great ideas but never moving in. Mastery isn't about width. It's about depth. It's about picking one spot and drilling down until you hit Gusha. That's the key. One Gusha fuels your life. 1,000 puddles just get your feet wet. It's not about collecting more information. It's about becoming the truth. That's the discipline. So, what is it for you? Your single hadith is that one core idea that would change everything if you actually lived it. It's the foundation. For our student, it was the authenticity of saying. For you, it's the authenticity of a principle you only think you believe. Is it for your money? Is it that old idea, trust in God, but tie your camel? You pray for help. But have you ever verified the principle of disciplined work? Have you truly tied your camel with a real plan, budget, and relentless effort? Or is it just hope? Your single hadith could be verifying that action is part of faith. Is it for your body? That the strong believer is better? You want to be healthy, but have you verified the principle of strength? Have you lived the truth that how you train and what you eat changes your energy, your mind, your very spirit? Or is it just a nice thought? Your single hadith might be proving that physical discipline is a form of worship. Is it for your peace? Is it the concept of certainty for your anxiety? You read about trust, but have you verified it? Have you used it when the panic starts to claw at your throat? Your single hadith could be testing one calming truth against storm of fear. What is the one thing? What's that single, unverified truth your life is resting on? Find it. Name it. That's your destination. This isn't a brain teaser. This is targeted strike on what's holding you back. You need a mission. Without one, you're just wandering. You have a choice. You can keep being a dabbler, window shopper for wisdom. Or you can become seeker with a purpose. Here's how you find it. Not later. Now. First, find your sore spot. Where does it hurt? Where are you stuck? Look for the gap between what you say you believe and how you actually live. That gap is where your fake Hadith is hiding. Your money? Your relationships? Your health? That pain isn't your enemy, it's your compass. It's pointing you to your quest. Second, find the root. Don't make a list. Find the one thing that, if you fixed it, would make the other 9 problems easier or just disappear. Master your mind, and your health follows. Master discipline, and your work thrives. Master patience, and your relationships heal. What's the root? Not the branches. The root. That's the key. Third, write it down as a question. Don't write statement. Write question. This makes it quest. Turn, I need to be disciplined, into, how do I verify the principle of discipline in my morning routine? Turn, I want blessing, into, how do I verify the principle of honesty in my business? Your job is to answer that question with your life. You don't need to ask anyone if you can start. What is the one thing? What's that single, unverified truth your life is resting on? Find it. Name it. That's your destination. You've got your target now. You've named your single Hadith. This is the principle you're going to verify. This is the truth you're going to build on. This is where you're going. But knowing where you're going is only half the battle. Now you have to be willing to pay the price to get there. You have to be ready to burn every easy shortcut behind you. Listen to that. That's the sound of bridge burning. And it's the sound of your freedom. Let's be real. You're addicted to the easy way out, aren't you? You love a good shortcut. The one-click buy. The instant download. The summary instead of the real book. You tell yourself it's smart. It's efficient. But deep down, you know the truth. You're being played. You're trading real, solid gold transformation for cheap, fake convenience. Here's a hard truth. Every time you take the shortcut, you make the destination mean less. You suck the power right out of the knowledge. Think about it. A truth that cost you nothing? You'll throw it away for nothing. A truth you didn't struggle for? You'll abandon it the second things get tough. Listen carefully. The struggle isn't the problem. The struggle is the point. The cost isn't a penalty. It's the lesson. Let me be clear. The shortcut is a lie. The easy path gives you shallow understanding. You have to burn every bridge leading back to your old, comfy life. The path itself is the price. Just think for a second. Why does a handwritten note feel more special than text? It's simple. It costs more. The time. The thought. The actual physical effort. There's more of the person in it. Knowledge works the exact same way. A truth you fight for, travel for, sacrifice for, that truth becomes a part of you. It gets in your bones. It changes your very wiring. But our digital world? It's made information weightless. And in doing that, it's made it practically worthless to you. You're carrying 1,000 unread books in your pocket, yet you have the attention span of a gnat. This isn't an upgrade. This is the slow erosion of value. You're filled with information, but you lack real formation. You have data, but no depth. Remember our student? He didn't just email the sheikh. He didn't slide into his DMs, he sold his own books, his prized possessions, just to pay for the trip. He added friction. On purpose. Because he understood a universal law, the value of the knowledge is locked inside the price of the journey. The path is the price. Your entire modern life is fighting against this law. Your whole digital world is built to remove friction. To make everything effortless. And it's making you soft. It's making your understanding flimsy. You have a flimsy understanding of relationships because of social media. A flimsy understanding of success from motivational clips. A flimsy understanding of faith from soundbite sermons. You're coasting downhill, wondering why you aren't getting any stronger. Let me say it again. The shortcut is a lie. The easy path gives you shallow understanding. You must burn the bridges back to your complacency. The path is the price. So what do? You go to war with easy. You fall in love with the discipline of difficulty. You have to consciously and ruthlessly add friction to your quest for your single hadith. This isn't just talk. This is action. Here's what you need to do. First, find your biggest shortcut. What's your easy button for your single hadith? Is it Googling and reading the first result? Watching summary video instead of reading the source material? Asking an AI for the simple answer? Find it. Name it. That's your target. Second, burn it to the ground. Make it impossible to use. This is the discipline of difficulty. If your shortcut is distracting app, delete it. Don't just move it. Delete it. If your shortcut is asking other people for answers, make a new rule. You have to wrestle with the question yourself for 3 solid days before you ask anyone. If your quest needs a new skill, book the course. Buy the ticket. Put your money on the line. Create a point of no return. You don't need anyone's permission to make this harder. In fact, that's the whole idea. Third, replace it with a ritual of effort. The modern version of selling your books is this. To verify a principle on discipline, you wake up at 5 a.m. for 30 days straight and write down what happens. To verify a principle on financial trust, you track every single penny you spend for 90 days. The effort is the verification. The friction is the focus. The path is the price. It's not about finding faster way. It's about committing to the only way that actually works. That's the real discipline here. You have a choice right now. You can keep collecting cheap information that changes nothing. Or you can invest in expensive knowledge that changes everything. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about effort. Sweat. Focus. The guts to make it difficult for yourself. The shortcut promises you a faster result. But it gives you a weaker version of yourself. The path promises you struggle. But it forges stronger you. The choice is crystal clear. The shortcut is a lie. You've burned the bridges. You know the path is the price. But let's be real, that path isn't comfortable. It's rough. And your mind is going to beg you to turn back. That discomfort you feel? It's not your enemy. It's your most important teacher. You don't just have to tolerate it. You have to learn to welcome it. You hear that? That's not noise. That's the sound of you actually getting somewhere. The wind pushing back. Your feet on rough ground. That's what transformation sounds like. And your first thought is to find smoother road, isn't it? To make it stop. That anxiety tightening your chest about this new goal. That voice in your head whispering, maybe you can't do this. The sheer hassle of making it happen. You think these are stop signs. Warning lights. You've got it all backwards. Listen to me. Those feelings, the anxiety, the doubt, the chaos, that's your confirmation. Your green light. It means you finally stepped outside that little bubble of comfort where your life was slowly stagnating. Real growth never, ever happens where you feel safe and cozy. The struggle isn't a problem. It's the entire point. The journey itself is what purifies you. It's what makes you strong. Let's be clear. If it feels comfortable, you are off the path. The friction you feel is the fire that forges you. Welcome the discomfort. It is your teacher. Think about a silkworm. It builds this perfect, safe, quiet cocoon. But the real change happens inside. When it's time to come out, it has to fight. It has to struggle to break through those walls. Now, if you came along and snipped the cocoon open to help it out, you'd actually be killing it. The moth would be weak, its wings useless. It would never fly. That struggle is what pushes the fluid into its wings and makes them strong enough for flight. Your journey is that cocoon. Your doubts are the walls. That urge to quit is the struggle. If you make it easy, if you take the shortcut, you'll emerge just as weak. You might have the knowledge, but you won't have the strength to live it. Smooth, easy journey creates a weak, ineffective seeker. Your struggles aren't breaking you down. They are building your wings. You have a choice, right here. You can look at this difficulty and see an enemy, an inconvenience. Or you can see it as the best personal trainer you'll ever have. One that pushes you because it knows you're capable of so much more. This path is a personal trainer for your soul. I'll say it again. If it feels comfortable, you are off the path. The friction you feel is the fire that forges you. Welcome the discomfort. It is your teacher. This is the exact moment where most people give up. They pick their single hadith, their big goal. Then they feel the first real pang of unease, the first headache. And they decide, this must be a sign that it's not for me. No. That is the language of someone who just wants to consume. The true seeker knows better truth. The headache is the gatekeeper. The unease is the entrance fee. Your job is to walk right through it. So how do you actually do this? How do you stop fighting the feeling and start using it? First, rename what you're feeling. When that knot of anxiety forms, don't say, I'm afraid. Say, out loud, I am on the right path. When you feel that lazy resistance, don't think, I don't want to. Think, this is the point where I change. You have to label it correctly. That's the key. That anxiety isn't fear, it's focused energy. That doubt isn't weakness, it's your mind gearing up for challenge. Second, lean into the friction. Don't just accept it. Seek out the harder option within your quest. If you're testing a principle on discipline, don't just wake up early. Wake up early and do the one task you've been avoiding most. If you're testing patience, put yourself in frustrating situation on purpose. See the long line, the difficult person, the traffic jam not as a hassle, but as your personal training ground. You don't need the world to be easy for you. You need the practice. The friction is the fire that forges you. Third, make discomfort a daily drill. A ritual. A cold shower. Skipping snack. Reading difficult book for an hour without looking at your phone. This isn't about punishment. It's calibration. You're teaching your body and mind that discomfort is safe. That it's productive. That this is where the good stuff happens. So when the big discomfort of your real quest hits, you're ready. You've built the muscle. It's not about avoiding pain. It's about pursuing growth. That's the real discipline here. Your comfort zone is a lovely, cozy place. But nothing new ever grows there. It's padded room. A prison with really soft walls. You were not designed for a life of total comfort. You were designed for conquest. You were built for this path. That student traveling to verify his hadith wasn't comfortable. He was exhausted. Hungry. Probably scared. But with every single step, he was becoming the kind of person who could actually be trusted with that truth. The journey was making him worthy of the knowledge. Remember this. If it feels comfortable, you are off the path. The friction you feel is the fire that forges you. Welcome the discomfort. It is your teacher. You've made the choice. You're embracing the struggle. You see how the path itself is changing you. But you can't walk it all by yourself. You need a guide. Not a cheerleader. Not a polished online personality. You need a real teacher, someone who's already walked this path before. Because the right guide is what separates sacred pilgrimage from just a long, pointless walk. Hear that? The silence after all that noise. That's where real learning actually begins. Let's be honest. You're confused. You've been mistaking visibility for virtue. You think a big platform means deep knowledge. You're following voices instead of footsteps. You sit there in the digital audience, watching some influencer's perfectly edited life, and you call this learning? This isn't learning. It's show. And you're just part of the crowd. Here's the hard truth. An influencer works from screen. A teacher works from their presence. And that difference changes everything. The influencer sells you the illusion of access. You see their kitchen, their kids, their morning coffee. You feel like you know them. But it's a complete one-way street. A carefully crafted performance. You can't raise your hand. You can't ask real-time question. You never see the unedited moments, the frustration, the doubt, the straight-up failures. What you get is a finished product, packaged neatly for your consumption. But a teacher offers you the authority of proximity. It's the power of sitting in the same room. Of watching their character when the camera isn't rolling. Of asking a messy, direct question and getting an immediate, unscripted answer. It's about absorbing their energy, their posture, their silence. The student in our story didn't travel across cities to watch YouTube video. He traveled for a human being. He went for the raw, unedited truth that only passes from one soul to another. Let me make this crystal clear. An influencer wants your attention. A teacher wants your transformation. You need to find the one who can look you in the eyes and see exactly where you're at. Think about it. An influencer is a brand. They're selling you lifestyle, an aesthetic, a feeling. Their content is a product. Your likes and shares are their report card. They have to be polished, inspiring, relatable, but they are not accountable to you. They don't have to deal with the consequences if you misunderstand their words. A teacher is a human being. A flawed, complicated, real human being. They aren't a product. They're a person. They have bad days. They get tired. They're not always consistent. And that's their greatest gift to you. Because you don't see some perfect idol to worship from afar. You see living example of someone who's also struggling toward the truth. You see the process, not just the highlight reel. You need a mirror, not a screen. A mirror showed you your own face, with all its imperfections. Screen showed you filtered version of someone else's life. Let me repeat it. An influencer wants your attention. A teacher wants your transformation. Seek the one who can look into your eyes and see your state. This is non-negotiable. Your whole quest for your single hadith will fail if you're taking directions from a ghost. You can't verify a truth with someone who can't verify you. You have a choice here. You can keep being fan, a follower, a subscriber. Or you can become student. So how do you actually find a real teacher? How do you separate the real thing from all the noise? First, you have to move your search from digital to physical. This is the most important step. Stop hunting for answers in comment sections. Start looking in your community. Find local circles, workshops, actual lectures. You're searching for a person you can actually sit in front of. The power of being in the same room is everything. That's the key. The knowledge you're after is transmitted through presence, not through pixels. You don't need a famous guide. You need an authentic one. Second, judge them by their character, not their content. Don't be dazzled by slick talker online. Look at the fruits of their knowledge in their actual life. Are they known for integrity? For patience? For humility? Do they have real-world results, or just a huge follow account? A teacher's life is their main teaching. Their character is what proves their knowledge is real. If their own life doesn't embody what they teach, they're an entertainer, not a teacher. Third, and this is crucial, you must seek correction, not just validation. An influencer tells you what you want to hear to keep you watching. A teacher tells you what you need to hear to make you grow. Your ego will hate this. It will want to run back to the comfortable, validating screen. Don't let it. Actively ask for feedback. Put your understanding out there and ask, where am I getting this wrong? The willingness to be corrected is the first sign of a true student. You don't need anyone's permission to be wrong. You need a guide to help you get it right. It's not about finding a perfect person. It's about finding guiding presence. That's the real discipline here. An influencer builds a platform. A teacher builds a lineage. A teacher invests in you so that you can, one day, carry the truth forward yourself. They are link in a chain. The influencer is just solo act. Their success begins and ends with them. An influencer wants your attention. A teacher wants your transformation. You've chosen to be a seeker. Now you have to choose the right guide. You've found a teacher. You've stepped out of the crowd and into the room. Now, you need to understand what it takes to stick with it. You have to build the unbreakable structure that will support your entire quest. You have to construct the real chain of transmission for your own life. Listen to that. That's the sound of single link. And that one link? It changes everything. Here's a truth you need to hear. You are not solo act. You are not self-made. That idea is arrogant, and frankly, it's dangerous. You are a chain. A living, breathing collection of every single influence you've ever allowed into your mind. Every person. Every book. Every podcast. Every scroll through your feed. You are a product of transmission. The only question that matters is what's being transmitted to you? And who's doing the transmitting? The old scholars had a word for this. Sanad. The chain of transmission. It was the unbroken line of teachers, going all the way back to the source, that verified and carried a piece of knowledge. It was a guarantee of purity. A guarantee of truth. Without strong sanad, a hadith was considered worthless. It didn't matter how inspiring it sounded. Your life works the exact same way. Your sanad is the unbroken line of influences connecting you to your best self. Or to your worst self. Your mentors. Your friends. The books on your shelf. The accounts you can't stop checking. The news you absorb. This is your chain. So who's in it? What's flowing through it? Is it excellence? Discipline? Truth? Or is it fear? Laziness? Cynicism? Let me be straight with you. Your sanity is your sanad. Your success is your sanad. You are literally the product of every link in your chain. So who, right now, is certifying your hadith? You wouldn't take a sip from poisoned well. But you're drinking from poisoned minds all day long. You scroll through anxiety-ridden feeds and call it catching up on news. You listen to friends who do nothing but complain and call it hanging out. You consume content that makes you feel small and call it relaxing. And then you have the nerve to wonder why you're distracted. Why you're stuck. Why you can't see clearly. The answer is staring you in the face. Your chain is contaminated. Your transmission is pure static. It's not about working harder. It's about curating your influences. That's the real discipline here. You have a choice. You can keep passively accepting whatever junk the world shoves at you. Or you can become the guardian of your own chain. The curator of your own transmission. And that requires a ruthless audit. Not next week. Now. First, the digital purge. Open your social media. Look at every account you follow. I mean every single one. Look at each name and ask one brutal question. Does this person have legitimate chain to the person I'm trying to become? Are they transmitting strength, knowledge, integrity? Or are they peddling gossip, outrage, and emptiness? If it's the latter, you hit unfollow. Right now. You don't need their permission to protect your own mind. This isn't being mean. It's being sane. Your sanity is your sanad. Second, the physical purge. Look at the people you spend your time with. Your inner circle. Do their lives actually look like the principles you say you believe in? Are they on their own quest for single hadith? Or are they just comfortable, complacent, and a little cynical? You don't have to break up with them dramatically. But you must consciously, strategically, see them less. Pour your time into people who are also building strong chain. You've heard it before. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. That's not a cute quote. It's a law of human nature. Your success is your sanad. Third, you have to intentionally forge new, stronger links. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. So you have to go find better ones. Seek out the books that have survived for centuries, the real classics on discipline, philosophy, and character. That's linked to great mind. Go to a workshop, a local lecture. That's a link to living community. Find one person who's just a few steps ahead of you on the path and ask them one good question. That's a link to mentor. You are the product of every link in your chain. Build it like your life depends on it. Because it does. This never stops. It's not one weekend project. You have to guard your chain like it's your most precious treasure. Every new input, every new voice, gets vetted. One question: does this strengthen my chain? Does this pull me toward my goal? If not, it doesn't get in. Period. So I'll ask you again. Who is certifying your Hadith? Is it an algorithm designed to addict you? A media company that profits from your anger? Friend who's a little too okay with you being average? Or is it a line of teachers, of timeless books, of experiences that all point, relentlessly, toward truth, discipline, and real freedom? Your sanity is your sanad. Your success is your sanad. You are the product of every link in your chain. Who is certifying your Hadith? You've built a stronger chain. You've surrounded yourself with voices of truth. But that's not the end. It's the beginning. Now, you have to do something with that truth. It's not enough to just hear it. You have to verify it with your own hands. You have to test it in the laboratory of your own life. Knowledge you don't use is just decoration. Hear that? That's the sound of an idea meeting reality. That's the difference between a thought in your head and step forward on your path. Let's be real. You've confused respect with repetition. You hear a powerful idea, you get chills, you nod your head, and you think that's enough. You hit share. You quote it in a conversation. You're treating the truth like piece of art to be admired from distance. Listen to me, that is not respect. That's intellectual window shopping. And it's an insult to the very truth you claim to honor. Those classical scholars? They didn't travel thousands of miles for a like. They traveled for a verification. They sought out the living source, looked them in the eye, and asked, "Did you truly hear this? From whom? Is your character strong enough to hold this truth?" They knew something we've forgotten. Blind acceptance is for the lazy and the weak. True respect for an idea means you put it through the fire of your own lived experience. You test it until it breaks, or until it becomes unbreakable. Let this sink into your bones. To believe without verification is superstition. To know because you have lived it is wisdom. Verify, then testify. Your life is your evidence. Think about what you're doing. Your lazy share is just a hollow echo. Your uncritical like is just noise. You're building your entire worldview on foundation of hearsay and good vibes. You've become repeater, not a verifier. A transmitter of static, not the source of clarity. The student in our story didn't read the Hadith online and then make a post about it. He closed the laptop. He packed a bag. He subjected that digital text to the ultimate test, the physical world. He knew the map is not the territory. The menu is not the meal. Here's the core of it all: applied knowledge is the only knowledge that counts. A principle is only philosophically true until it's practically true in your life. Don't just read about discipline, live it when your alarm screams at 5 a.m. Don't just quote Hadith on honesty, embody it when the cashier gives you too much change. Your life is the laboratory. Your actions are the experiment. The result? Your transformed character. I'll say it again. To believe without verification is superstition. To know because you have lived it is wisdom. Verify, then testify. Your life is your evidence. You have a choice, right now. You can keep being a parrot, beautifully repeating sounds you don't understand. Or you can become a pioneer, mapping the truth with your own 2 feet. This is where knowledge becomes transformation. This is the doing. Here's how. First, stop sharing what you haven't verified. I mean it. This is a discipline of silence. When you hear a profound idea, your first instinct should not be to tell others. Your first instinct must be to test it yourself. Make this your ironclad rule. I will not teach what I have not lived. I will not recommend what I have not tried. This one rule will silence 90% of the noise you make. You don't need to have an opinion on everything. You need a verified truth on a few crucial things. That's the key. Second, turn every principle into a personal experiment. Your single hadith is your hypothesis. Now, design the experiment. If your principle is gratitude brings abundance, then the experiment is to write down 5 specific things you're grateful for every single day for 60 days. Then, watch. Observe the changes in your mindset and the opportunities that come your way. If your principle is early rising creates blessing, the experiment is to wake up 90 minutes earlier for these days and document what you get done. The principle isn't true until the experiment proves it's true for you. Verify, then testify. Third, start a verification journal. This isn't a diary of your feelings. This is a lab notebook. On the left side of the page, write the principle you're testing. On the right side, write the evidence from your life. For example, principle, patience is a virtue. Evidence, today, I was stuck in a long line and didn't get agitated. I used the time to plan my day. The outcome was a far more productive afternoon. Your life is your evidence. Collect it. Study it. It's not about having all the answers. It's about conducting the experiment. That's the discipline. Belief is cheap. It costs you nothing. Verification is expensive. It costs you your comfort, your assumptions, your lazy habits. But what you get in return is unshakable wisdom. You stop being person of opinions. You become person of evidence. A person of substance. Let's be clear. To believe without verification is superstition. To know because you have lived it is wisdom. Verify, then testify. Your life is your evidence. You've done the work. You've verified the truth in the laboratory of your own life. You're no longer a consumer. You're no longer a repeater. You are a living testament. But this isn't the end of the journey. It's the beginning of a new responsibility. You've been student. Now, you must become source. You must transition from being living library to becoming link in the chain for others. Hear that shift? The noise softens. A clear pattern emerges. That's not just sound. That's what's happening inside your head on this quest, right now. You think this is about checking a fact. You think it's about reaching a finish line. You're wrong. This is about performing permanent surgery on your own brain. This difficult, focused quest you're on? It's physically carving new canyons in your mind. It's burning new highways through the tangled forest of your thoughts. And this isn't some poetic metaphor. This is neuroplasticity. It's the hard science of change. Every single time you choose focus over distraction, you strengthen that mental muscle. Every time you push through discomfort instead of quitting, you're building your resilience. Every time you work patiently on your single hadith, instead of mindlessly scrolling, you are the surgeon, and your mind is the operating table. You are building the brain of a seeker and dismantling the brain of a consumer. Let this truth settle deep inside you. The journey is not to a place, but to a state of mind. You are not traveling to a city, you are traveling to clarity. You are rewiring your own brain. Think about your old mental habits. The path of least resistance. That quick hit from a notification. That frantic jumping between tabs. Those are like deep, muddy ruts in a dirt road. It's easy to fall into them. It's automatic. Your quest is you saying, no more mud. It's the hard, slow work of cutting a new path through solid rock. It's difficult. It's exhausting. But with every step, the new path gets clearer, and the old ruts start to fade. You aren't just learning something new. You are unlearning weakness at biological level. Now, picture our student traveling home. The road is the same. The towns are the same. The people haven't changed. But he is fundamentally, undeniably different. The world's noise is just as loud, but he's built a powerful internal filter. He's developed what I call a scholar's ear. He can be in a noisy crowd and tune into the one conversation that matters. He can scan a page and his eyes instantly find the key line. The static fades away. The signal comes in clear. The world didn't get quieter. He just learned how to listen. Let me repeat it. The journey is not to a place, but to a state of mind. You are not traveling to a city, you are traveling to clarity. You are rewiring your own brain. So you have choice. You can sit back and let the world, and its algorithms, rewire your brain for distraction and impulsivity. Or you can grab the controls and rewire it for purpose and power. This quest is your tool. This is how you become the architect of your own mind. Here's what that looks like in practice. First, you have to get comfortable with boredom. This is where the real rewiring happens. When you feel that itchy urge to pick up your phone just because you're bored, stop. Sit in the silence for just 5 minutes. In that quiet, your brain isn't getting its easy dopamine fix. It's forced to fire in new ways. It starts to make its own connections. It settles. In the silence, new pathways are forged. You don't need a device to entertain you. You need the empty space to rebuild you. Second, practice single tasking like your sanity depends on it. Because it does. When you're working on your quest, let that be your entire world. Close every other tab. Put your phone in another room. For 1 solid hour, let your brain focus on one thing, and one thing only. Your brain will throw a tantrum. It will feel physically uncomfortable. Good. That's the feeling of the old, lazy pathways dying, and the new, strong ones being born. That discomfort is the sensation of you growing. That's the key. Third, create tiny daily challenges that shock your system. Take a different route to work. Brush your teeth with your other hand. Read a book about something you know nothing about. These small acts jerk your brain out of its automatic routines. They force it to pay attention. They create mental flexibility. A rigid brain can't change. A flexible, challenged brain is a brain that's ready for anything. It's not about thinking your way to new life. It's about building the brain that can actually live that new life. That's the discipline. Never forget. The journey is not to a place, but to a state of mind. You are not traveling to a city. You are traveling to clarity. You are rewiring your own brain. You are not the person who started this journey. The path has forged you. Your mind has new settings. Your focus has new gravity. You have returned with more than a verified truth. You return with a verified mind. But this isn't the end. This is your new foundation. Now, you have responsibility. You're not just a seeker anymore. You are a source. You must now move from being a living library of knowledge to becoming a beacon of lived truth. Hear that? That's the sound of a real breath. That's the sound of a page turning in book you actually hold. That's what alive knowledge sounds like. You've come to the end of this path. But don't be fooled. This isn't an ending. It's your real beginning. The final change isn't about what you know anymore. It's about what you've become. And now, you're standing before two very different doors. One door leads to the digital archive. The other, to the living library. Let me describe the archive. It's a graveyard. A cold hard drive packed with PDFs you'll never open. A browser folder overflowing with bookmarks you'll never click. It's knowledge frozen solid, trapped behind a screen. It's useless. It's dead weight. It makes you feel wise without the hard work of actually being wise. You access an archive. You extract a file. All you get is cold data. It's doomed for all your good intentions. Now, the living library. That's heartbeat. That's you. It's knowledge that's been tested in the fire of your own life. Verified by your journey. Built into your very bones. A living library doesn't just hold information, it radiates wisdom. People don't access living library, they enter it. And they leave changed. You're calm during chaos. That teaches patience. Your disciplined morning routine. That teaches focus. Your honesty when no one is watching. That teaches integrity. You stop teaching with just your words. You start teaching with your entire being. You have to understand this difference. It changes everything. An archive is accessed. A library is entered. Be a library. Embody the knowledge. Transmit the chain. You are now source, not just a seeker. Your reason for being has just shifted. You are no longer the final stop. You are a new connection. That student who verified his Hadith, he doesn't just lock it away in a vault. His duty is to pass it on. But he doesn't just pass on the text. He passes on the story. He shares the cost, the long journey, the moments of doubt, the triumph of verification. He passes on the entire chain. He becomes a new, unbreakable link. This is how truth lives on. Not in books, but in people. Not in archives, but in lineages. Your legacy isn't your follow account. Your legacy is your chain. Who did you make stronger? Who did you guide? Who will carry this truth forward because they saw it alive in you? Hoarding knowledge is betrayal of truth. Truth wants to be shared. It demands to be lived. It insists on being passed to the next person. Let me say it again, so it sticks. An archive is accessed. A library is entered. Be a library. Embody the knowledge. Transmit the chain. You are now source, not just a seeker. So, you have choice. You can let your journey end with you, letting everything you've learned slowly fade into memory, just another forgotten file. Or you can become beacon, a guide, a vital link. This is your new mission. Here's what that actually looks like. First, stop talking in concepts and start telling your story. People forget rules. They remember journeys. Don't just say, discipline is important. Tell them the story of your 30 days of 5 a.m. alarms. Tell them about the struggle, the agony, the final breakthrough. That story carries the truth inside it. That's the key. Your life is now your most important book. Second, mentor one person. Just one. You don't need a massive platform. You need one person you can truly invest in. Find someone who is where you used to be. Offer them not easy answers, but challenging questions. Offer them not a shortcut, but the same path you took. Show them your verification journal. Let them see your scars. Your journey becomes their map. You don't need to ask if you can lead. You just need the courage to reach out your hand. Third, live your knowledge so openly that it becomes an invitation. Let your actions be so consistent, your character so solid, that people can't help but ask, what's your secret? Your peace in the middle of storm is an invitation to learn about patience. Your financial discipline is an invitation to learn about trust. You become a walking, talking example of the path. You are a living advertisement for transformed life. It's not about being perfect. It's about being a clear channel. That's the final, and most important, discipline. An archive is accessed. A library is entered. Be a library. Embody the knowledge. Transmit the chain. You are now source, not just a seeker. You started this journey as a consumer, lost in the noise. You are now source of clear signal. You set out to find single, external truth. You ended up becoming that truth yourself. The journey for the Hadith is complete. The journey as the Hadith starts right now. Your personal quest is over. But the world now needs your voice. It's time to speak. It's time to bring your story to its powerful, final conclusion. Listen. Let's be completely clear. The journey is the transformation. The path is the price. Your whole life, you've been a collector. Snapping up data points, saving quotes, hoarding facts, and you've called that knowledge. But it's time to stop collecting. It's time to start seeking. It's time to verify. Find your single Hadith. That one principle that changes everything for you. Turn your back on the algorithm. Its tyrant you've chosen to obey. Burn every shortcut you've ever relied on. They've only ever made you weaker. Embrace the discomfort of the path. That's where the real growth happens. Find a real teacher, not another polished influencer. Build your sanat. Forge chain of influences that leads you to your best self. Respect the truth so much that you test it with your own life. Let this quest rewire your mind from the inside out. Stop being digital archive, a cold storage unit for other people's ideas. Become a living library. Let truth breathe through your actions. Those classical scholars, they crossed entire deserts. For what? For single line of text. Single piece of the puzzle. So let me ask you, what's your desert? What's your line? The map isn't out there. It's in your hands, right now. The journey isn't somewhere in the future. It's right in front of you. So I'm going to ask you the only question that truly matters. What is your single Hadith? And what are you honestly, truly willing to give up, to verify it? The quest doesn't start tomorrow. It begins the second you decide. It begins now.